What's going on, everybody? It is Tyler Garnett from the Two Man Podcast with my friend and lovely co-host Carl Mattioli, who just celebrated his birthday this past Monday. Happy belated, Carl.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm super old now, so I appreciate you telling everybody that.
Yeah, as the kids would probably say, you have reached Unk status. So,
definitely Unk status, bro. And I take that with pride.
As you should. How was how's it feel waking up every morning a year older? How was the birthday?
It was good, man. It was easy. It feels like the birthday, honestly, that never ends. I hate when your birthday ends on like a Monday.
Yeah.
Because now, like, if it was like one thing where it was like a weekend, like a Friday or Saturday, like you would have seen all the people like you need to see.
Yeah.
But because my birthday fell on a Monday, I just continue to see people and they just continue to just wish me happy birthday.
Sure.
I've had my birthday sung to me 4 days straight. And I hate that. Like, I hate the awkwardness of like somebody saying happy birthday to you. It's fine if it happens once, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe even a second time. But 4 days in a row?
Yeah, I get it. Because what's the approach? Everyone has something different. Like when someone's singing to you, do you like sing along? Do you just sit there and smile? Like there's so many different ways to go about it. I never know what to do either.
Yeah, after the first day, like the first time, I'm like happy birthday.
Yeah.
Cha cha cha. You know, like. But by the fourth time, I'm sitting there like this.
Yeah, like okay, guys,
get it over with.
Yeah,
no people on these fucking candles.
My birthday was 3 days ago. Like, come on.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, dude, it was literally on Monday. It is now Thursday.
Yeah,
like, fuck out of here. Thank you.
That's so funny. But I'm glad to hear the birthday was good outside of the multiple celebrations. So, when I see you, I won't be singing.
I didn't even fucking tell you what this crazy gift that the guys from work got me.
I can't wait to hear about this.
Oh my god. All right, so for our visual learners, or for our visual watchers,
yes.
So Carlos and Diego from work, they were hyping up how they got me this gift. Oh, sorry, it was Carlos, Diego, and Caitlin.
Yeah,
they were hyping like this up. Like they had got it for me like a week ago. They were like, Carl, like we cannot wait to show you what we got for your birthday.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow, like, and they literally were going to everybody and showing them, and they're like, oh, we got this for them. Don't tell them what it is. And everybody's like, that's awesome. Like, I can't wait to show them.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, we were all working together. They finally gave it to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they got me.
Yo! Is that you?
That's me holding it.
Yo!
And they AI'd a Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And they literally put my fucking face on that shit, dude. Like, that's me, bro.
And that
like,
looks so good.
What the fuck?
Yo!
Like, that looks just like me.
Yo, what an idea. That's awesome.
Dude, and like, I literally was like so happy after I got it. I was like, dude, this is awesome. And I was like, dude, you need to actually send me the actual photo. This is what the actual photo looks like.
Yeah, yo, that's sick.
Because I'm putting this anywhere I can. This is going to be my new profile picture.
As
like,
it
Instagram.
Should. Yeah, that's sick. That's such a great idea. Like, how'd they even think of that? That's so cool.
I don't even know. I think they were sitting there at work and they were like, dude, this would be so funny. Like, I think they were doing like other AI stuff and they were like, yo, this would be a great present.
Yeah, and it definitely is. And it's even better now because you got the new place. So now you could just have more room to put it up wherever you like.
Yeah, I literally said to them, I was like, this is literally perfect because so if you can't see, I literally have taken all my Funko Pops away from here. They're all gone. Like, for those who watch, I have so many Funko Pops up there.
Yeah.
I bought a display case off TikTok. Oh, no,
nice.
Off TikTok, sorry, off Amazon, and I put it together and I put them all in the display case. And I have my desk, and then next to it is the display case.
Awesome.
So next episode, I was not able to film there because I left my podcasting stuff here. So I had to drive to the studio this morning.
Yes.
I called Tyler this morning. I was like, I'm driving to the studio right now. He's like, what?
Yep, the podcast money hit. We're back at the new studio, or the old studio.
The old studio. But so I'm going to hang that up right next to my display case, and it's going to look fucking sick.
Beautiful. That's so sick. And I can't wait to see the new studio. Glad to see we're thriving in 2026.
Yeah, man, thriving, man. We'll see what happens. A year older, officially Unk status.
Yeah.
But yeah,
awesome.
Crazy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And outside of those things, how would you let the lovely listeners? What else we got in store for this episode?
Yes, so we got a pretty jam-packed episode for our nerd fans. First off, we are going to start to talk about um a little bit of the Mets season. We're going to get that out of the way before we jump into our really nerdy topics today,
Yes.
guys. So we're going to give us our early vibes, as Tyler says, about our
Yes.
Mets season. And then we're going to jump into a bunch of different topics. We're going to start talking about a couple of movies.
Mhm.
So we're going to talk about, I saw the new Super Mario movie,
Nice.
Super Mario Galaxy. I'll give a quick review and synopsis about that. Tyler and I both saw Project Hail Mary, which is an absolutely great watch and
Yep.
very, very timingly that it also is around the whole Artemis 2 thing, Tyler. I don't know if you've been
True.
keeping track with that.
A little
We
bit.
could touch a little bit about that.
Sure.
And then we're going to finish with two shows that we love near and dear to this podcast. Tyler
Yes.
has done something which I think is an incredible feat. He's completely caught up to Invincible.
Yes.
And we will talk a lot about that. We will talk a
Yep.
lot about this last Daredevil episode.
Yep.
And finally, we're going to end with a quick what if game at the end,
Yep.
which I think you guys will like. It'll be what if scenarios of invincible characters.
Yes.
But Tyler, how about you start us off with a little bit of our early Mets season vibes?
Yeah. Obviously, it feels so great to have baseball back. I enjoy so much now that 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or if I work from home, even 1 p.m., baseball's on the TV, whether
Yeah.
it's the Mets or any other team. So it's really been fun to watch. But yeah, the Mets, obviously there's been some positives and there's been some negatives like any season. And it's a small sample size. I will say that we're 10 to 12 games in right now. So yeah, I think obviously the positives are Nolan McLean right now is still that guy. I mean,
he's so good, dude.
the ace of the team. The pitching looks good. And obviously right now the Soto injury just raises some questions. We're still early. And then I don't know. I have still so many questions with the lineup and just with the defensive landscape of the team that just still worries me. But having Beatty over in right, Vientos at first, like it's still just so weird to me.
I don't understand why they moved Beatty to right.
Yeah.
You have Carson Benj up, and he was the everyday right fielder.
Yeah.
Soto got moved to left field.
Yeah.
Why just plug Brett Beatty in left? Why are you moving everybody around now?
Yeah, exactly. And I think I saw something yesterday during the game that they're, I think, tied for second or third in defensive runs saved, the Mets. So, like, the defense hasn't been a problem. This could just be like a thing that's messing with my mind because I think we've just been so used to a first baseman, Pete Alonso at first every day, Nimmo in left every day, Soto in right every day. But now it's like, and Vientos was at third and Beatty was at third and, second a little bit. But now it's like, you see the lineup and you don't know where Beatty's playing, and Vientos is still learning first. And it's like, obviously Benj is playing every day, but he has not been able to hit outside of opening day with his homer. I mean, he's going through some growing pains. So it's still just so confusing. And now Soto's hurt and Polanco's dealing with this Achilles thing. And, Peralta's gotten out of the gates a little slow. So it's like, obviously record's not bad. Long season, but there's definitely things that you got to keep an eye on as the season goes on and progresses.
I mean, record's not bad, but like the teams we're playing right now, we shouldn't be losing the games that we are. Like, especially when we're up like a lot of these games. I mean, I think out of the 4 home games that we had a couple of days ago before Ronnie Mauricio hit the walk-off hit, it was like our 4th extra inning game in like 5 games played at Citi Field. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, I know. It's wild too because the pitching has really just been keeping them nice in the game. Knock on wood, but Devin Williams has looked good so far. Besides last night, Luke Weaver's looked pretty unhittable as well. Brooks Raleigh back there, or Rayleigh, however you want to say it, has looked pretty well too. So there's so many bright spots with the pitching, but I fear that this was like a similar thing last year. Was they started out so great their pitching, but it was only because their bullpen was looking so good. But then they
Yeah.
just got overworked towards the end of the season, and it fell apart. So they need to get some more depth out of their guys. Like Senga and McLean have shown that. Peralta's getting the pitch count up there, and David Peterson just has not looked great, which is scary.
It is scary that he has not looked great. I mean, I'm hoping he'll turn it around because he was so great last year.
Yeah.
Maybe he just kind of needs a reset. Maybe either that be like you have him skip a start, maybe come out of the pen, have somebody else come up, take a start away from him.
Yeah.
I think he'll turn it around. It is, again, still really early in the season.
Yeah.
But I mean, one person I would like to highlight, kind of just to switch gears a little bit, is Mark Vientos.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot about how people are saying that JD Martinez has had a really big impact on him, which I love that. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, going back to, that 2024 team, and Vientos JD Martinez obviously was still a player at the time, but seemed to almost be like the team's hitting coach. And one person who succeeded the most from that was Mark Vientos, and that was like his best year. And sure enough, Vientos kind of came out of the gate struggling a little bit this year, but as soon as JD Martinez got signed to the front office in his role, Vientos was the one who woke up immediately. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence, but probably not. So it has been nice to see his start to the season.
I do not think that it's a coincidence. I mean, I'm happy that he's playing well, because I was like, damn, I was like, what's gonna happen with this 4 spot if he continues to I think the stats he's putting up right now are kind of a little bit unrealistic to kind of keep that pace.
Yes.
But I mean, if he's able to stay around this type of player, we have our everyday 4-hole hitter, and to hit behind Soto, and that is going to be scary.
Yeah,
it's going to be scary.
Yeah, it really is. And then obviously, every year, Lindor is just in his beginning of the season slump. It is sad to watch. And also, not only is it his beginning of the season slump, this is basically his spring training still, because he was hurt. So it's so tough with Soto hurt and every other. Bichette, he's had some better games, and Simeon's woken up a little bit, but obviously the top of the order is not what it should be yet. And they're still running Jared Young out there every day, who's had his games, but that shouldn't be your solution every day.
I can't wait for them to flip that switch. I'm hoping it's going to happen. It'll happen. I have faith.
No, exactly. That's why I'm obviously not hitting any panic button. It's just I like when teams start off hot. The Yankees have started off pretty good. Besides their last few games, everything's working and clicking for them. The Giants, nothing's clicking for them right now. So
I was gonna say, Tyler, maybe give us a little insight about how your Giants are doing, huh?
Yeah, not great. That offense is pitiful right now, and they're basically all starting off like Francisco Lindor. None of them can hit, which is the problem, and that's why they're not winning games, because it's not like one guy's kind of hot and you're pitching and kind of put it together. Right now, I mean, I think I talked about this before the season started. They didn't improve their bullpen at all in the offseason. They just didn't sign anybody. And looking at it on paper, it didn't look good. And now, obviously, most of their games they've lost. One, they haven't scored any runs, but when they have, they've blown leads in the 7th or 8th inning, because they don't have a bullpen right now.
Yeah,
obviously,
it's tough.
They traded away Doval and Tyler Rogers last year. Their closer, Randy Rodriguez, got Tommy John, so he's going to be out for a while. They have a couple other injuries. So right now, it's all no names in that bullpen. And they have guys pitching in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning that on probably most other teams are your 6th inning guy.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So it hasn't been a great combination right now. I mean, and again, no one in that lineup is hitting. Against the Phillies, Devers finally woke up a little bit. But I mean, Artemis, Chapman, Devers, Bader. I mean, Patrick Bailey down at the bottom. Their bottom of the lineup is basically auto outs.
Yeah, Chapman. I love Chapman. He was such a great player on the A's. I feel like ever since he left that team, he just really hasn't had that same wow factor since he left.
No, not really. And even his glove. I mean, granted, the first baseman haven't picked him up, but I think last week he had 4 errors in a week. Which
Tough.
Is not like Matt Chapman.
Not like him at all.
No, first baseman, again, they were all first basemen who don't play first base, so they did not help him out by any means. And obviously, I'm just the thing that annoys me the most too is so many people are already turning on Tony Vitello, the manager, because they're like, oh, he has no experience, he has none of this. But it's like, there's not much he could do, you know? His bullpen is made up of guys they didn't invest in. The lineup should be hitting. And it's like, there's only so many different ways. It's not like, oh, this guy should be called up or this guy should be called up. It's like, no, these guys are your highest paid players and they should be performing. So, you know, obviously, I think there's a few, you know, tweaks they could make. Patrick Bailey shouldn't be in there every day. As great as he is a defensive catcher, he's an automatic out. Harrison Bader is a good player, but like for him to be your solution for center field was kind of, you know, questionable as well. Like,
hey, he was on the 2024 Mets, man.
Listen, I love Harrison Bader, and as soon as they signed him, I was pumped. But again, that was like, you're relying on so many guys to have great seasons.
Yeah.
But, you know, if only he's supposed to be more a complimentary piece.
Yeah, 100%.
So, again, I haven't hit the panic button yet. I have watched a lot of games pissed off because it's...
I was going to say, I have a lot of text messages that say otherwise.
Yes, I have been pissed off with a lot of Mets. Well, when they played the Mets, the Yankees, the Phillies. I mean, also they played a tough schedule to start the year. So, hopefully it eases up a little bit. But yeah, so they haven't looked great, and it's annoyed me. But hopefully they can turn it around, and I think they will. I mean, those are big league hitters. I just think they have to start making some moves pitching wise. I mean, it's the ownership's fault. I mean, ownership kind of laughed and was like, "Oh, we have to tell Posey to like stop spending." But I was like, I don't think that was a joke.
No.
Like they kind of laugh. I was like, they're being serious. They're penny
definitely
pitching
being
right now.
serious. Yeah,
yeah, like. Which annoys me because, like, Posey went to get Devers, and it's like, oh, good, we're, like, making a run at it, kind of. And then basically just continued to sign, like, mid-level guys for the end of the rotation and the bullpen, and you're like, well, this doesn't, you know, correlate here. This kind of is the opposite approach of everything. So maybe I'll eat my words. Maybe these guys will turn it on, but...
I mean, I hope you start eating your words, man. I hope they start turning it on.
I hope so too. I mean, I talked a lot of shit about Devers the other day, and he decided to come right back with a 3-run homer. So hopefully, maybe
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, maybe this will be like when we talk shit about the Mets and Lindor, and they went on a run. Maybe this will be the same thing about the Giants. Hopefully,
hey,
fingers
that's my
crossed.
favorite thing is when we talk shit about them and they start playing good. So fuck the Mets.
Yes.
Fuck the Giants.
Yes,
oh, you guys stink.
They stink. They're not going to go anywhere this season. Season's over.
Season's over
on April 10th.
And just like that, the season's over.
Exactly.
One of the best memes ever that they've ever come out with.
It's so great. It goes so perfectly with the Mets too, because that's how it feels sometimes. Or The
Simpsons? Family Guy.
It was Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah. It was like, it was Stewie sitting down and he's like, opening day, first pitch, and season's over. And he like throws the Mets hat.
Season's over.
It sums it up so well.
Literally as a fucking fan, dude.
Yeah, basically as like a New York sports fan, which also we'll talk about soon, is like the playoffs are coming for the Knicks.
I know.
It's coming.
Playoffs are coming and I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. We're not clicking. Jason Tatum looks scary on the Celtics. That guy tore his Achilles. Like, what the fuck?
I know, and he's already back, and it's not like he came back and he's trying to bring his team into the play-in. He is.
They're the number 2 seed.
They're the number 2 speed without him. That's crazy.
Seed. Fuck.
My biggest fear was when they started selling pieces, was that they were going to tank and have the number 1 overall pick, and here they are as a 2 seed and as probably a title favorite.
Yeah.
I can't stand Boston sports fans having this much luck.
Live reaction.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, the Knicks are going to win it all. Jason Tatum came back and said, hold my beer.
Yeah, literally. And then the West is just a nightmare too. So,
yeah.
So, all right, well,
anyway,
let's not depress ourselves right now.
Let's talk a little Super Mario Galaxy, Tyler. So one thing I would like to tell everybody, because I'm very proud of this, is I'm now an AMC A-lister. Yes, I know.
Big.
I'm the man. Pat me on the back.
Oh my God. That podcast money really did hit.
Podcast money hit, baby. Honestly, I recently just became an A-lister, and I don't know why I hadn't been for the longest time. My brother and I split an account. So it's $24 a month. You can see up to 4 movies a week.
Wow.
I typically see at least maybe a movie or two a month.
Yeah.
So if we and my brother go to see a movie, we typically go together.
Yeah.
We go. One ticket is free, basically, because we pay for the subscription. So if you think about it, the first time, if you're paying $24 for each ticket, usually if you go in IMAX, it's around what they are. So you're paying for the first 2 tickets. But now any ticket that I see after, it's a buy one get one deal essentially. So like we saw, which we're going to talk about. We saw Project Hail Mary, but we also saw How to Make a Killing in the same month. So we paid for both those tickets, but then our Project Hail Mary tickets, it was a buy one, get one free deal.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So in the month, if you think about it, it was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So especially when we're going to get to this summertime where it's the nitty gritty of these like amazing
good point.
movies coming out.
This is the year to buy it, yeah.
Like, I'm going to be fucking feasting. Like the amount of times, especially now that Endgame's coming out in the theater.
Yes.
I'm going to see Endgame in the theater for free like 5 times.
Yeah, honestly. Well, yeah, it's crazy because like obviously Taylor and I don't see as many movies as like you and the rest of the guys in like the movie chat, but like obviously for you guys it's a steal of a deal because it's pretty much like you just, if you see even just like 2 or 3 movies a month, it's your money's worth it. And a lot of you guys go more than 2 to 3 times a month. Yeah. So you get like crazy deals.
Shout out to like Dom and Dot and Kevin Freud. Like those guys be like I think I see a lot of movies. Like these guys literally have 6 movies planned per the week.
I know. They always show their notes apps and everything with like watching movies. I was like, Project Hail Mary might have been the first movie I've seen in theaters in months. Yeah. Like, good for you guys. Like, it's just not me. But again, for everyone like that, like this deal, like AMC or whatever other theater you go to, if you can get this, sign up for this membership, it's worth it because going to the movies isn't cheap like anything else nowadays. So if you can get like discounted tickets or popcorn or drinks, like it's worth it. So, I mean, you are definitely royalty and this is a good move.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. It's pretty lit. It's pretty lit. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy was incredible. It was so good. Like, I can't even explain to you, Tyler. I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you watch it, or to our viewers.
Yes.
But like, just the score itself, like I thought I was playing the game.
Really?
Like it was so sick. Like I'm like hearing that dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, that is so sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And like this movie compared to what I think they did in the last one, they like incorporated the games into this movie like so well. Really? Like there's a little montage of Mario and Luigi doing a bunch of side missions, and basically they have a map like that they like basically can see all these like problems happen like in the Mushroom Village. Yeah. And whenever they would go and they would finish a mission, they would get a flag like you would see on the map when you played the game.
That's cool.
I'm like, yo, this is so sick.
Yeah.
Just the cameos of different like characters that were in this one, like I will spoil that a little bit, is that there are a lot of characters that like make little appearances in like my movie theater. You would have thought this was like Avengers Endgame.
No way. What?
Okay, for example, I'm gonna spoil one character that's in this because he spoiled it himself. Glenn Powell plays Star Fox.
I saw that, which
Fox McCloud.
Yes.
He came on the screen. I'm not even joking. Like I couldn't even hear him speak. Like it was like a 2-minute standing ovation for this fucking character.
This is crazy.
It was insane. Yeah. It was literally insane. Like it was so good. I mean, and the animation in this movie, like Illumination, they're the same guys who do the Minion movies. Yes. They just have incredible animation. It's insane.
No, it's wild. And it's funny because I think we talked about this just like off the podcast like last week or something, and you mentioned you saw the movie, and I remember saying that I saw some influencers or content creators saying it was like an all right movie, or saying it was like, I don't know, like all this. I said, it's Super Mario Galaxy. You shouldn't be dissecting it like this. It's either a bad movie or a good movie, or it's a fun movie. Like, if you're saying it's a bad movie, it's like, I mean, it could be, but it probably isn't.
No.
It's an animated Super Mario movie, you know?
I mean, is it gonna win like Academy Awards for like
No.
the plot and like
Yeah.
what's it called?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
But like the nostalgia that it brought, like so sick. So sick.
Exactly. That's what people just have to stop going into the movies, like you said, thinking it's gonna win an Academy Award or it's gonna change lives. Like, it's just a fun movie to watch. It's Super Mario. It's nostalgic.
It was so much fun, man. And then like Brie Larson was in this movie as Rosalina.
Oh wow.
Princess Rosalina, which like she was absolutely great in. Fucking Childish Gambino was Yoshi.
That was crazy to see that reveal.
Crazy. Like, this man is literally the most interesting man in the world. He literally does everything. Makes music, acts.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I saw he wanted to be Yoshi. Like, he told his team, like, hey, get me that role. And sure enough, here he is. It's always great when people voice characters and they want to be like, they want to do it, and they like kind of, you know, jump completely into the character. I mean, obviously Jack Black as Bowser just seems so right. I mean, because he's just a goofy guy, and
so great, dude.
He buys into it. Everyone who buys into their actual voice acting character it just makes that character so much better.
Yeah, no, absolutely amazing. Like, so great.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, if you have not watched Super Mario Galaxy, I highly, highly recommend. It is so good. It is very funny. And yeah, I am a strong advocate that depending on like who you like, how your movie theater reacts, I think makes the movie better.
Sure.
Like, literally everybody was clapping for every single last thing that was going on. Like, I was like, dude, I was like, they're clapping more than Endgame. Like, this is insane.
Was it like, did you see it opening night basically, or like opening weekend?
I did see it opening weekend. Yeah, it wasn't like opening night, but yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy. Wow. I can't believe that. That's awesome. Yeah. But if you had to give it a rating out of 10, where would you put it?
I would give it like a 7 or an 8. Okay. I think the first one was better.
Okay.
But this one was like better in a sense of like, if you were like nostalgia, this was definitely better in my opinion. The first one had a better plot. This one definitely was still like a good plot.
Yeah.
But it was definitely more like nostalgia and fan service to it.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Yeah. It was good though.
Good to know. I'm glad, and I'll have to check that one out. And you know, I'm excited to talk about this next one because this is actually a movie I actually saw, so we could actually discuss. But you know, one of the more popular movies out right now, and is obviously doing great in the box office, is Ryan Gosling and Project Hail Mary, and Rocky. Can't sleep on Rocky.
And Rocky. Amaze.
Yeah. So this one will probably be more spoilers ahead because me and Carl also saw it. So if you haven't seen it, skip past this part, but I recommend seeing it and then come back. But yeah, spoilers ahead for this, but unbelievable movie. I mean,
so good, dude.
Ryan Gosling's awesome. Rocky's awesome. I mean, just the duo between them is so funny. And I feel like just the pace of the movie was so great.
So great, dude.
Flashbacks,
I think
everything.
A lot of times I feel like flashbacks do a movie a disservice.
Yes.
I thought they did such a great job because I was like, okay, like the opening scene, basically, he has no idea who he is, and you're learning like who this like character is, like throughout the movie, not just in the flashbacks, but even his interaction with Rocky. You kind of like see a little bit of the guy who he was, and to see those flashbacks was really great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly. The flashbacks were great. And this is like one of those movies that I'm sure we've talked about in the past, but like you have to see it in theaters. Yes. It will definitely make the experience that much better. I mean, you know, Dunes are up there, Oppenheimer's, most Star Wars movie, or any Star Wars movies.
Any Star Wars movie. Gotta totally see it.
You have to see it in theaters. And I feel very strongly to say same thing with Project Hail Mary. Like, it's definitely a movie I'll watch again on TV, but I'm glad like that first time was in theaters because same thing. I mean, just the scenes in space and obviously on the ship and just everything was just so great to watch. And, you know, I kind of mentioned too, Ryan Gosling's just so great. I'm glad he got this role.
He was so good, man. I mean, what's kind of just to go off of what you said, man. I mean, how insane is it that pretty much he's acting with nobody else there?
I'm glad you got to that because that's what me and Taylor talked about after the movie. Like, we also saw some behind the scenes shots of like some guy rolling around the ball, like when Rocky first comes on the ship and it's like, why is it so dirty in here? Dirty.
Messy.
Yeah, messy. Yeah, and it's just like you could see the behind the scenes. Some guys just has like 2 sticks and he's rolling around the ball, and there's no one in there.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, it almost makes the acting that much better that you are acting with no one there, and you probably think you're crazy and this movie stinks if you're doing it like this.
Yeah.
So it probably isn't until you see the final cut, and you're like, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, I mean there's so many funny scenes. Obviously there's some heartwarming scenes. There's some scenes that make you sad and scared. I mean, Rocky sacrificing himself, coming back.
Dude. I'm so happy he didn't die. If he died, I would have scorched earth.
Yeah.
Scorched earth, bro.
That was like one of the first things when the relationship between them started to like kind of transpire. Taylor like kind of whispered, and at one point he's like, I'll leave this theater if anything happens to Rocky. And when Rocky sacrificed herself, I was like kind of giving her a side eye. I was like, uh-oh. So then he wasn't like completely dead yet, so we stuck around, obviously. And we got to see a happy ending, which I think that was like a crazy twist at the end, and you could see it going south, probably from a mile away. But when they needed Grace to go up into the space, because the astronauts that were supposed to go up there didn't they got killed in the explosion, so they had to send them up. And you could tell the director was like, I'm sorry, I have to do this. And it's like, oh shit, she's turning like bad a little bit. So then that adds more to the story at the end of him like sending back the research and then going back to save Rocky, because he's like, you know what? They screwed me. Rocky didn't. He saved my life. I owe him. I owe them nothing. Boom. Yeah. And it's great.
Great, man. Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, dude, he better fucking go back for Rocky. And I was like, and he did. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm going to help my boy.
Yeah. Yeah. And he still gets to teach up there to all the little Rockies.
Dude, that was so cute. So cute. Yo, and like, let's just talk about like how insane like the visuals looked like in space, man. It was so sick.
Yeah, when they turned off the lights and like on the spaceship, and they got to see a real look of particles coming in. I'm forgetting the name of the thing, the line. It's like the scientist
Astrophase.
Name. And it was just like, I was sitting there like, wow, this was crazy to just see. It's always cool, like, and always tough, I feel like, obviously, to do all these space shots, but it was awesome. And I know a lot of like seeing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. They didn't do a lot of like CGI. I mean, obviously they weren't in space, but sorry to spoil that for you.
Fuck. They weren't in space.
I'm sorry to spoil this for you live on air. I could cut this part if you're but I did see stuff about them, like obviously like they had the built out spaceship and they had the long tunnel built, and they had like all this stuff actually built, what makes it even cooler and not like probably easier to act, I'm sure, if I was an actor, instead of being like in a short little tunnel. They built like the actual tunnel out. Like it's probably so much easier, and it was really cool. And obviously one of the other reasons we went, because one of the big stories coming into the movie was Sign of the Times was a focal point at it, kind of the movie, the song by Harry Styles. So
really?
So that definitely piqued Taylor's interest a little more, and I wanted to see it anyway. So because Ryan Gosling was like on SNL, and he was on, I think, one of the late night talk shows. Maybe it was Jimmy Fallon or something, saying that Sign of the Times by Harry Styles was in it. And going into it, waiting for that moment, and the moment coming, and it's her singing karaoke.
It was pretty elite though. She kind of killed it.
She absolutely killed that song, but it was just so funny because like Ryan Gosling comes upstairs, like everyone's having a good time down there. She's like, oh, that's awesome. Watch this. And just sings karaoke and like, get ready for your final show. And it's like, because half those people, no, they're not coming
back.
They're
all dying. Yep,
the mission is a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
And you're coming down saying, get ready for the final show. Like, it was just so funny. Like, me and Taylor were like laughing because we were waiting to see where they were going to incorporate it. Didn't see it coming there. And that it was just so funny. So,
so great, dude. It was honestly fucking great.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the movie might have been when they first meet each other and he's like dancing.
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like copying each other.
Yeah. It is funny. Like there's so many funny scenes, like the dancing, or even them just like them trying to figure out what voice to use for Rocky.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah. But the funniest part, I think it like obviously it was already at like a pretty high mark for their relationship, but it went to another level as soon as Rocky got in the ball and came on the ship.
Oh, another level, yeah.
Grace talking back to Earth and being like, privacy's a premium. Look how far he is, and he can hear me right now. It's like, who's Grace talking to? Question.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It was so good. It was so good. And I guess to tie it in too, you did mention how obviously this kind of goes hand in hand with Artemis 2, taking their trip to the moon. And I saw that they got to see the movie before it came out and before they left.
Yeah, and I thought it was amazing that they literally were quoting Project Hail Mary in space. They like sent a video of them, and the guy was like, "Amaze, amaze, amaze." Yeah. I was like, "That's awesome."
I know, it was so crazy too, because like I didn't really know about this trip to the moon until maybe like day of, and then I turned on like Hulu. And I saw that they were going to document it, and it was like 5 minutes to take off. And I never really think about like space travel and rockets and all that stuff, but I was really amazed to watch it. Like I can't really explain it, but like it was really cool.
Dude, so sick.
Yeah, whether people have opinions on it of like should our money be going towards this, regardless, like it was crazy to watch. Like we're going to space.
Dude, I was laughing because one of my coworkers from work was like, "Carl, did you see we're going to space for the second time, or going to the moon?" Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, for the first time, right?" Because like the whole like conspiracy theory like thing, like that we never went the first time. I'm a believer that we did actually go, but like she was like, "What do you mean?" Like she came at me. I was like, "I'm joking.
Yeah,
it was a joke."
Yeah. That's a funny way, and just be like, or just like throw people off and be like, "Well, yeah, you see the pictures. I mean, Earth is. I mean, that's flat." Yeah. It's flat. It's just like really throw people off. But yeah, no, it was really cool, and it's really wild too to see. Like I don't know if you've seen some of the pictures or interviews like of them up in space. Like how is the connection and even Wi-Fi? There's a Phillies fan up there watching Phillies games.
Yeah, that was insane.
That doesn't make any sense.
That was insane because they were like, they have stronger Wi-Fi than I do in my own house, literally millions of miles away. From the Earth.
That's why this is not a great look, because they'll never beat the allegations that this is just they're in some random studio warehouse like recording this, because like we're a couple states away, and sometimes Riverside like shits the bed on us. No offense to Riverside, it's probably our Wi-Fi.
We love you. We love you.
Yeah. It's our Wi-Fi we're talking about. And you're telling me they're in space further than any trip has really ever gone in however many years, and you're telling me they're having the clearest conversations on the phone?
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's not going to beat the allegations.
No, I love it though. I mean, dude, it's so sick. I mean, the fact that I know it definitely wasn't on purpose, but the fact that this movie coincided with this trip, it's kind of cool to just see, because like they do genuinely, when they do make these movies, they try and make it as realistic as possible. Yeah. And you see like what Ryan Gosling had to face, and then like what these like real astronauts are facing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you had to give this one a rating as well, out of 10.
Yeah, if I were to give Project Hail Mary out of 10, it's definitely a 9.5. Like it is close to as perfect as I think a movie can get. The score was amazing, the visuals were great, the acting was just like amazing, the overall plot was just awesome, kept me on the edge of my seat. It's amazing.
And if I had to give it a rating, I was gonna say like a 9.2 as well. And it's hard to do this, but it actually made me want to read the book.
Really?
Crazy enough, because I can only imagine that I'm sure they added as much as they could, but I'm sure there's even more in the book that breaks down so many things. So I was so interested in this whole plot and the movie itself that honestly I would love to read the book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We'll see if I want to.
We'll both read the book. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I might like listen to it, but
I was about to say you could audiobook it. Maybe
audiobook it. Yeah,
I've never audiobooked. I've only booked, but
I like to audiobook because it passes the time sometimes when you don't want to listen to music. In the car. On my way and back forth to work, so
that's fair.
if we got a long trip like you do a lot of these times, you take like a 2 hour like trip somewhere.
True.
It's not bad.
No. Yeah, maybe I'll start this weekend. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah, I hope you start. I'll give you my my Audible login.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Got you, man. But Tyler, let's get to this nitty gritty of the episode. What we've been waiting 40 minutes to talk about. What should we start with? Daredevil or Invincible?
We could probably start with Daredevil. I feel like that might be the quicker.
I think so too.
And it won't even be quick. Quick is
won't
generous.
Even be quick. All right, so let's talk about Daredevil season or episode. Did we talk about episode 3 last time we were on?
I don't know what's the last Daredevil we talked about was.
Let's just talk about the first 4 episodes since we're out. We're halfway through, I think, this season.
Yeah.
I think we have 4 episodes left.
Yeah.
I think from the very first episode, I was like, this movie or this show is going to be great. Thankfully, they dropped the first 2 episodes the first night, and then we've gotten 2 episodes 1 week, 1 per week. Yeah. The last 2 weeks, and it's been great, man. If I were to give this season, like, is it holding up to last season yet? I think we're right on par. They just have not stopped. I feel like every single episode they just drop something. It's just insane. Insane.
Yeah, it's building up. Slowly and kind of with episode 4 quickly, just every episode. I mean, this first season ended with a big cliffhanger. I mean, Fisk has all the power, you find out. I mean, he institutes martial law. Yeah. He has this like free port where it's basically its own domain. He can control it in any way he does. He has a task force that has no rules. They don't need warrants. They don't need body cams. They don't need to ask questions. Like, he is in complete control, and you're like, well, how is this going to go down? And, you quickly see things are going well in New York City, to the naked eye, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of, corruption, and he's mad with power and all this stuff. And, you see the cages they're being put in by the task force. Crazy. And like, there's just so many aspects that you're like, oh my God, like, this is actually not great. And, Karen and Matt Murdock / Daredevil are missing. And, they're still trying to expose the mayor behind the scenes. So it's, a risk for them to get out there. And, Kingpin is / Mayor Fisk is kind of in like, kind of has his rage controlled, I would say, a little bit. He's letting at least the law do a little bit of the work with the vigilante stuff. Swordsman gets found guilty and all this stuff, but
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm pretty sure that was pretty expected. I'm pretty sure everyone was like, well, yeah, he's going to be found guilty. Yeah. But it was cool to see Daredevil break them all out, because this is going to be interesting.
Dude, that episode, that one shot of them fighting their way out of Red Hook and those guys being captured was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, and dude, and props to my boy Jack Dolan, swordsmith. He got his licks in, bro. Yes. He got his licks in.
Yeah, you could tell he was happy to have a weapon and join the fight to at least help free all the people. I mean, it was so cool. I mean, Karen helping too. Karen's been great this season with the little bit with the gun, helping out. White Tiger's kid is very stealthy, very good at this. She's picking up from her father. And it's just been so cool to see, obviously Daredevil is so scary to a lot of people who know him. He's got, his new black suit, so he's just more intimidating. And
love that suit, dude. It's so sick.
I just can't wait to see where it goes now that they have, they had the first mate and they have all these interviews from people who were in the cages. Will it get out? Will it not get out? I don't know. Obviously, that's something we got to keep an eye on. But obviously, season 4, I believe, was rated. I think I saw on IBD. I always mess this up. IMDb. Thank you. Was rated like a 9.6, like one of the highest episodes in Daredevil, because like opens up with Bullseye at the diner. So funny calling in.
That shit was crazy.
Him calling in and be like, I think I saw Frank Castle at the diner. And they're like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I think it's Frank Castle. I was like, dude.
He's got a gun.
Yeah. So funny. I mean, the precision on him. And also so fire to use Billy Joel
So fire.
In that scene. It's
So
also so
fire.
unfortunate because I will never be able to listen to that song again without
And
thinking
not
of
think
the
about all that murder.
massacre. Yeah. Yeah, because I told Taylor too. I was like, oh, Marvel, that Daredevil, their opening sequence just used a Billy Joel song. She's like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, unfortunately, it's for a bloody massacre, and I'll never be able to think of this song without thinking of that scene. So yeah, it's really cool, and I think one of the scary parts, not scary, but I like how they touched on Vanessa meets with the governor, and the governor's like, do you think you have a handle on your husband? And she's like, yeah, absolutely, I do, and I believe her. But episode ends on a cliffhanger with her getting shot a glass in the side of her head.
Dude, there's one thing I have to say about this show is that they do such a great job of filming every episode like a movie.
Yes.
And like what I say about that is like, listen, there's great television. Like I think Game of Thrones, I think Breaking Bad, like all of these like top tier shows are filmed great, but I think they're filmed for TV. What Daredevil does is I feel like every like weight of the moment is filmed like I'm watching a short movie. And the just like the way that they kind of revealed that ending, the craziness of just like Fisk like going literally shot for shot with this guy. Basically, this guy's not touching him.
No.
And
crazy.
Just seeing like him land a punch and then see the crowd react.
Yeah.
Like you see like the people who love Fisk being like, that was insane. And then like kind of like the scaredness out of like people's reactions too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when Vanessa walks into the room, everything kind of stops.
Yes.
And like, why the fuck is she here? She's not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Like she's not supposed to see me like this. Like he was like had kill on the mind of this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think too, he like purposely was trying to have like lure like Bullseye. But like he should have just told his wife that. Like why have her come?
Yeah, exactly. And that was, I mean, I even started to get scared too, because I was like, no, she should not be in this ring, because like Bullseye's on his way. Like there is a lot of people with guns in here. Like things could go wrong. And then I honestly did not see that coming. But as soon as Vanessa was like, I forgot what she said to get his attention, but whether she said like Fisk or whatever, like, just in the shot of her having a shorter glass in your head, is like just that classic, movie or TV show. But I didn't see it coming. Like oh my God, did we win? And then it's just like someone reveals there's a bullet and blood coming out of their like shoulder or their side. Like this, I didn't see coming. And it's so good. And the dynamic between Bullseye and Daredevil, like they're kicking each other's ass.
Yeah.
Like, Daredevil's, if you're an outsider looking in, you're probably like, oh, they're fighting each other. But it's like, no, Daredevil's trying to save Fisk, and trying to stop Bullseye, but doesn't want to kill Bullseye. Like it's such a tough thing. It's
so crazy because like Daredevil, like listen, like I know Spider-Man does a lot of the similar things in the comics, and even in No Way Home, it's like, okay, these guys are evil, but he's trying to save them. But like Daredevil literally has like such a crazy connection to these people, where it's like they have done him so wrong. Like his world is so upside down. He could literally have let Fisk kill Bullseye and then kicked Wilson Fisk's ass, right? But instead he saves him. He saves Bullseye. He saves the man who killed his best friend, right? Because he believes in his mind that it's morally wrong to do that. And, it's just like so poetic. And like the fact that also too, yes, Bullseye was trying to kill Vanessa, but it ends up being Fisk who kills Vanessa because he broke the glass that got shattered into his head. Her head.
And do you think she's actually going to be dead, or do you think she's going to be banged up in the hospital?
I think there's going to be one of three options.
Okay.
One is she dies.
Sure.
Two, she miraculously survives.
Yes.
And three, which I think would be a really interesting route, is that she ends up becoming like paralyzed or like a vegetable based off of this.
Interesting.
So like Wilson Fisk like keeps her alive. He still has that attachment, but like she literally is like a vegetable and can't move.
Interesting. It's not a bad way, because I'm just thinking, any of those three options, like, this still kind of applies. Like, even if she does live, she'll definitely be in probably the hospital for a few days, you know. So it's just so interesting how, like, the governor's like, can you keep him under control? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And the governor's like, all right, I believe you. But regardless of whatever option comes, she's going to be banged up for a few days. So Fisk is going to have no watchdogs on him, and he is going to lose it.
He's going to go off the chain.
Yeah.
Off the chain.
Yeah. And it just sets up so many great things that I can't wait to talk about in other episodes of, like, you know, will they be able to get these video recordings out in time?
Yeah.
What were the weapons on the North Star? I mean, we kind of get hinted a little bit what they were used for.
Yeah.
And then obviously we still haven't even seen Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and like we've seen her a couple of times in the trailer, and I'm like, wow, we have 4 episodes. She better be in all 4 fucking episodes because I need more from her, man.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of good things to still look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, one thing really quickly to kind of just talk about that, because you mentioned it, Matthew Lillard's character, like every time I see him, I see Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Same.
And like, not even like a bad thing. Like, he's like, it's actually great. His character is very interesting. I'm excited to see like what the reasoning was why these illegal weapons were coming into the port. Obviously, we know it's bad. But like, what is this like end all goal going to reveal?
Yes, yeah. He kind of alludes to the fact it was for like a foreign war, you know, and they're arming all this stuff. But yeah, I want, like you said, I want like the exact, you know, schematics or, you know, kind of scope of what was actually here and what was it going to be used for and what was the end goal. So hopefully we do get that because, you know, Shaggy's got to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Shaggy's got to get to the bottom of the mystery, man. He's got to get to it. He's got to get his treats to Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious if they used like the code word, like, let me get to my mystery van, and like,
if he pulls out a line like that suddenly, it would actually be so funny.
I would cry, or he'd be like, yo, I got to go eat my sandwich. Or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, he is really in like every scene. He's like eating. So
yeah,
could be
Shaggy gonna do what Shaggy does, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Charles, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so Daredevil's been great, and I think another show that's, you know, kind of dropping episodes at the same time that we wanted to talk about is Invincible. You know, the show, Amazon Prime. Animated show, and it is just unbelievable. We're up to season 4 now. It's so good.
I need to give Tyler a round of applause, guys. Last episode, Tyler had just started the show. It took him a week and a half to catch up, and now he's completely caught up.
Yeah, it worked out well. I had a couple weekends, like I think 2 weekends ago, I had like allergies, so I wasn't feeling great. And like Saturday, I think I was able to get to like 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah. And then, right before work, I wake up early anyway. I'll have breakfast. I'll watch an episode. I'll watch like 1 or 2 at night. So like, it just works out perfectly. And obviously it's a show that like, I'm not slugging through. It is so good. And I love the pace of like, you go through the episode, great episode, you get the credits, and then you immediately get a post-credit scene that leads right into like basically the next episode one. In my mind. Like, there's been times where I didn't even realize I switched to a new episode. Yeah, because everything happens so quick that you really just like cliffhanger. Oh shit, this is crazy, and then boom, next episode.
Yeah, insane, dude, insane. Yeah. I mean, quick spoilers ahead because this season has been absolutely insane. So if you haven't watched Invincible yet, please go back and watch, because they do stuff in this show that they're just like unapologetically gruesome. Like, they do not care.
Oh my god,
like insane. And I think in episode 5, Tyler, you hadn't caught up yet, and I said I cannot wait to talk to you about this. Might have been the most gruesome thing I have ever seen in any show I've ever watched. The fact that he he kills Conquest, right? Yeah. But at what cost?
True.
This man had his guts literally ripped out of his body.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And Tyler, you said something which was great, was this man is literally showing that he is invincible.
Invincible. And
cut to the title screen.
I was gonna say I'll get into that in a second. I love the title screen, especially when like someone will say his name multiple times and they'll quickly show it, bounce back to the thing, and then show it again because they mentioned his name. It's so funny. That's such a great way to do it. I don't even think it's stupid. I think it's so perfect.
It's so perfect, man.
And I can't wait for it every time. Sometimes it's 5 minutes in, sometimes it's 30 minutes into an episode. Like it's so great how they do that. But yeah, I'm obviously like I don't do well with seeing stuff like that. Like, if you watch any medical show, like me and Taylor watch The Pit and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of gruesome, kind of tough to watch, seeing people's insides or, you know, surgeries or cuts like that. And this is animated, and this was still one of the first scenes where I had to look away. I mean, he puts his, I mean, that's like Conquest moves. I mean, he did it to Adam Eve. He did it to now Mark. I mean, he puts his hand right through them. And this time he held his hand through and brought his hand out and brought his organs out with him and was just chopping away at them. Did not stop. Oh my God. It was tough. Even like at one point I actually like kind of put my hand over my face because I was like, this has to stop. Because it was the longest scene I've ever seen. And
I was like, dude, now he's getting choked out still. Like how, like the resilience of Mark, just like fight or flight, like literally like I'm not going to let go until there is not one like breath left. And it was crazy because I was like, what is he doing? Like I didn't realize it at first during the actual fight, but when he grabs him and goes, that's the last breath you'll ever take. Insane. It's
insane too because what a lock he has on this brolic guy's neck. I mean, Conquest is huge, and you know, Conquest is throwing him through rocks. He's ripping out his insides, and Mark is like, it's just seasons of pain that Conquest has caused him and people he loves. That he's like, you know what, like no matter what happens, I am not taking my hands off this guy's neck. And it's kind of crazy that Conquest couldn't break that, you know, hold no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, like, why did he not like? I mean. Listen, I don't want to, I'm playing, I guess, like a little bit of devil's advocate here.
Sure.
I mean, because I loved how it was. He's like, he's just punching to the body. I guess, like, when you're losing, like air to your, you know, brain. Like, you're losing oxygen to your brain. You're like, oh, you know, you probably can't, like, think as straight. But why didn't he, like, try and gouge out his eyes or, like, try and rip off his hands? I mean,
exactly.
Mark, though, I mean, to his credit, man, like that was just crazy. He just was like, "This is how I'm gonna win. This is what I'm gonna do." And he was like, "I'm not doing a plan B. This is plan A, and I'm sticking to plan A."
Yeah, because it's not even like he tried to snap his neck or anything. It was just like, I'm going to squeeze the breath out of him until he doesn't have another one. Like it was wild how it went down. And obviously, now that I'm caught up, it stinks because obviously season 5 ends on the cliffhanger. I mean, you see Conquest laying there. You see Mark laying there with his insides all over him. Like, are they going to survive? And then...
That was the longest week of my life. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
I know. And then season 5, I believe, ends too with, you know, them saying like, all right, the war is beginning. Yeah, and it's like, 5, no, you're not at full strength. You can't start this now.
Yeah.
This is not
and
great.
They do though. So like now fast forward to this week's episode 6. And not only do they like start the war, but like they actually start winning without your three best players. Like I couldn't imagine the Mets going on a fucking generational run without fucking Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, and Nolan McLean. Right?
True.
But they fucking did it, bro. They did it. I mean, like it was definitely rough at first. I mean, like Tech Jacket and Allen. Like when they like first fought, I mean, Tech Jacket really fucking cool like abilities, but she kind of gets her ass packed in every fucking time I see her on screen.
It's so funny because even before that I went, why was she the missing piece here as well? You know, because she doesn't have great these abilities probably tickle the Viltrumites. She can't fly that fast. She almost got caught up to, like, I'm not saying she's a liability, but you're right, she kind of keeps getting the handed to her.
But like, I mean, to their credit, they do like a little montage thing. I thought the greatest thing was the montage between Nolan and Oliver. Because Nolan, Omni-Man, is arguably one of my like favorite characters on the show, even though he killed millions of people.
Yes.
His character arc has just been like insane. And to see him be able to connect with like Oliver has been really, really cool. Tech Jacket, I mean, was a great introduction, but did you know in the comics was actually supposed to be a boy and they kind of gender swapped her?
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. I watched these stupid TikToks,
Yeah, I mean, I
kinda
don't really
learned about
care. I
this.
think she's great. So
Yeah, I think she's great. I mean, but like the whole like Alan and her like basically montaging through like going battle after battle, like
yeah,
kind of just like you're playing a video game and you see the map and you're just like you just see them just like gradually like
yeah,
gaining
yeah, yeah,
territories. It was
yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. No, it's cool. And honestly, like, the one scene too where it looks like things were lost, and is it Space Ranger? I forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, he comes out of nowhere with the ray gun, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot they had this guy. Like, this guy is going to be a difference maker. And then all of a sudden, probably one of my favorites as well, is just Battle Beast. He's just so
the goat, dude.
strong.
He's so good. Yeah.
He looks so forward to the Viltrumites, but I am getting so sick of the Viltrumites because of how strong they are. And just like how good they are, obviously at combat. I mean, like they come down to Telestria, and I mean they wreak havoc. I mean, they're killing everybody, even the strongest, like Alan and everyone. They're throwing them around.
Yeah,
it's just a draw. I mean, it's so tough,
dude. And then Tech Jacket is about to get sliced in half by Anissa.
Yes,
and Mark comes in out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and it's just
hype.
That aura farming shot of our three boys, Invincible, Omni-Man, and Oliver, bro.
Yeah,
like
the three bearded men.
The three bearded men, even though Oliver literally barely got hairs. He's got hairs like fucking Mike Langus out there, dude, like growing a beard. Yeah.
Yo,
complete shade thrown.
If he hears that, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, because that was just so funny because it's like, Mark has a beard. Omni-Man obviously has the thickest beard you've ever seen, and Mark's like, "Oh, Oliver, you got a beard," and they zoom in. It's like 4 hairs. That killed me. That was so funny.
So funny. It reminded like me and our friends like in high school, and we're like talking about, guys, look at my
basically,
hair.
You would have like 4 mustache hairs and be like, "Yo, look at this." And it was so funny too that like I didn't even think about it, but like Mark kind of summed it all up. Was like he saw Conquest's grave, or he really probably didn't know who it was, but he just saw like the 3 rocks and someone dug up there, so he thought probably all 3 of them died.
Yeah.
Because he woke up and no one was there because Omni-Man and Oliver was out training, so I can't imagine what was going through his head. And it's and season 6 just really sets up kind of, I guess, another cliffhanger, or kind of really sets up for the next episode. Is like it looks like they might be taking the fight to Viltrum.
Yeah, I mean, dude, real quick, what I thought I saw, I even kind of thought about it, like, too, is the parallel that they kind of had between Infinity War and Endgame in this final scene, when Anissa's about to kill Tech Jacket and they come in, and Tech Jacket goes, "You're so screwed now."
I did think about that. I thought about that right away, too. Yep.
I was like, that's literally Hulk. Mark Ruffalo, like Bruce Banner when Thor comes in Wakanda.
Yeah.
And then when Oliver and Mark fly through the Viltrumite ship,
thought the
just
same
like
thing.
Captain Marvel and Thanos' ship.
I thought the same things, and I went, wow, it's pretty parallel to both those things. That's really I'm glad you brought that up, because I thought the same exact things. I'm sure most comic Marvel fans thought the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like, literally, like, shot for shot, very similar. I loved that callback. And like what you said, man. I mean, now they're going to take the fight to Viltrumite. And seeing the look on their faces is like, we're going to drop some bodies, man. We're gonna drop some bodies.
That was the thing, because I was like, they have no shot against, the Viltrumites. But hearing Nolan say like, there's only 50 of them left, and it was like that sequence too about seeing that virus kill him. I mean, how many billions? That was crazy. How
billions
many
is insane.
Yeah, like seeing them in space, dumping them off the ship and stuff. You're like, yo, like this, and to find out Thetis is the betrayer, which was crazy. Like, there's so many good things about this season. And honestly, a lot of this season, you don't see a lot of the Guardians because now you're not on Earth anymore. I mean, there's stuff going on down there. Eve doesn't have her powers. Robot and Monster Girl are with the Thraxans. Yeah, and it's so good. It's so
crazy
good.
Because like these episodes are like an hour long, and there's so much that happens in them. Even like like not talking about this week to week, and just like talking about like trying to summarize the last 6 episodes. Like there's so much that we're not even like going over.
Yeah, like
it's
I'm
crazy.
remembering things as we're talking about it, and I know we're kind of reaching the end here. We got to start a game, but like we could definitely probably do like another hour, because there's just so many things.
I mean, we're just eating so much right now. I know you haven't watched The Boys yet, but
No.
I watched the first 2 episodes of that, just dropped of that.
Yep.
That was absolutely amazing. Like, it took me, like, everything dropped on Tuesday, like, Wednesday night. It took me until last night to catch up to everything.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, like, that was just because I had to make time for it. Otherwise, like, it's hard to catch up with all this stuff.
It
coming
is
out
with
at
all
once.
this stuff dropping. And another one, too, that I haven't started yet, but you watched was Maul
Maul,
dropped on
yeah.
Disney Plus. Like, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know who did this, but this is crazy.
It's insane. I mean, we talked about it. I was not prepared for it. I mean, Maul was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Man. I mean,
came out of nowhere.
The reviews that are out right now are just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if you like any of these things, like if you just like content in general, if you just like content in general, but if you like any type of like media or good shows, like any of these shows that we just like said, like even if one of them came out in a year, like could possibly be like the greatest TV show of that year. But the fact that we're getting all of them at the same time is just insane.
Yeah, it's so crazy how they did this. I mean, 2026 we'll look back on in years and say this was a big movie, pop culture, at least, well, not even pop culture, but just like a comic.
Pop culture, man. Pop culture.
Directed movie and show year. So
I mean, you got Harry Styles album that came out.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
Iceman on the way.
Yeah, hopefully.
She was in Texas. Ella Langley just dropped her album today.
Yeah.
Damn, there's so much good stuff going on.
And the weather's heating up. I mean, we're geeked up. We're fired up here.
We're geeked up.
This is big, but yeah, Carl, I think without further ado, we should get into our game here.
Let's do it, baby.
Which is going to stay on course with Invincible as well. Carl mentioned at the beginning of the episode. Me and Carl both thought of some what if scenarios of, you know, who versus who, Invincible characters, who would win.
Yep.
We did this with Game of Thrones. It was a pretty big hit on TikTok, a lot of controversy. So I expect the same thing. So Carl, you want to kick off with your first one?
Yeah, I got a good one to start off with. So, Tyler, I know a pretty recent new character. We got Tech Jacket.
Okay.
Versus Robot.
Ooh, good one. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
I feel like we haven't seen, like, again, it's going to be tough because we haven't seen a lot of Tech Jacket yet.
Yeah.
But her power set is pretty crazy.
Yep.
Big fan of Robot too. So
yeah. I'm just trying to think because Robot is super smart. He kind of obviously, is now Rex as well. And then you have Tech Jacket who has like her powers. You have her dad constantly watching and kind of like keeping an eye on her. You could see how quick her armor was able to regenerate.
Yep.
Man, that's tough. I think I have to give it to Tech Jacket.
You know, this is where I differ with you because what I love about Robot is he's legitimately like, if you give this man prep time, like he's like Batman.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's like an Iron Man and Batman mix.
Yeah, that's kind of what had me there, was like, because it was like an Iron Man thing. Like, I think he would quickly be able to figure out like her moves and how to really stop her. But it could just be recency bias because Tech Jacket's been here. I'm just thinking Rex's head's not right. I'm thinking I'm just going mental game, and I think Zoe would have it. I think she
might be right.
It could go either way.
I'm just a little biased toward Robot. I love his character. Like he's come such a long way from us thinking he was possibly going to be a villain, and then
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you're up now.
Yeah. So I have a pretty interesting one to start off.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna go Oliver versus Mark.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good one. I mean, just hands down, I think it's just got to be Invincible, man. I mean, that guy just literally took on Conquest and survived, not once but twice.
True.
So I'm gonna have to go with Mark, man. I'm gonna have to go with Mark.
Yeah,
that would be a good fight, though.
It would be a good fight, especially because like I don't think Mark would obviously want to hurt or kill Oliver.
Yeah, but I don't think Oliver would hold back though.
I don't think he would either. So that's the only thing that Oliver might have a shot is like, and plus he just trained with Omni-Man a little bit, so it'd be a good fight. Fight.
He's definitely a quick learner. A quick learner.
He definitely is. Obviously, it probably wasn't great to like pick this right after Mark went toe to toe with Conquest. Maybe I should have done this a couple episodes ago, but I'm still sticking with it. I think it'd be a good fight.
No, I love it. Sticking on that same Mark theme, right after, I'm gonna say after episode 6, right? Invincible versus Omni-Man currently right now.
Wow.
Because this would be a rematch. They did fight and Omni-Man won.
Yes. Yikes. It's so tough. It's so tough. It'd be a good fight because I think Mark has definitely trained since then.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's gotten stronger, a little wiser. He's got a lot of hate in his heart now because so many people he loves are getting hurt. I think I still give it to Omni-Man though. I mean, he is just so strong.
This is an argument that I feel like people could literally have going back and forth.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. And this is my reasoning. I think you're gonna laugh about this.
Yeah.
You know when you get like trained like by like your teacher, you know what I mean? Like they're your mentor.
Yeah.
Like you're just always like, in my opinion, I feel like even if you're the student, you're just always going to get your ass kicked by the teacher, you know?
Yeah.
It's like no matter how like much you've surpassed them or whatever, like your teacher knows like your deepest, darkest like weakness, right?
Yes.
And that's what I feel with Omni-Man. You know, like Omni-Man's his dad. Like you're like, it's like playing a video game against an older brother. It's like no matter what, they're always going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, no, I agree. And same thing, like I know Nolan, at least in this season, has like kind of changed for the better. He's trying to change, but I mean, he's still a Viltrumite. He still has that killer instinct in him. He knows like every weakness, like you said, every spot to really kill Mark. Like he knows probably how to really get to him, and he's a Viltrumite, so he's strong as hell no matter how much Mark trains. I mean, he's not full. He's half Viltrumite, so it gets real interesting. But yeah, I like that point. The next one I had is Alan, the alien, versus Immortal.
Dude, that's so funny. I had this one for you too.
No way.
That's a good one though.
Oh shit! All right, so we could both go back and forth on this one.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth on this one.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to go with Immortal here.
Wow. Okay. Well, this helps because I was going to go with Alan.
Yeah, because I mean, I like Alan. I like Alan's character more.
Yes.
I just think Immortal. I think Nolan is stronger than Alan, and Alan would lose to Nolan. Immortal lost to Nolan, but got some good licks in. So I think it would be close.
Yes.
I just think maybe the fact that Immortal can't die might help him out there.
Yeah.
But also Alan can't die. Fuck.
True. Well, the thing is, like, a lot of these fights, I'm not even thinking of like dying. I'm just thinking of like kind of like a scene where like Mark is like torn apart, but like he's coming back to life. Because like obviously we've seen multiple times Immortal's head get chopped off, like him lose to some big opponents a couple times. Obviously Omni-Man doing it, but still like we've seen him die. So it can happen. It can happen.
I guess you're right. All right, I changed my answer, Alan.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Perfect. I wasn't even looking to argue. Alan. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm going with Alan. So did I steal your last one?
No, I have one more.
Okay.
I got Rex. So one of my favorite characters, Rexplode versus Bulletproof.
Rexplode versus Bulletproof. Wow. Yeah, Bulletproof is pretty new. You've seen a decent amount of him fighting.
He's just like the Walmart version of Mark.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say it does help that like Rexplode, honestly though, his character arc has also been great or was great. You know, he got smarter and was able to use his powers a little better. But like, I think it's just so tough when you're able to fly. It kind of just like changes the entire playing field. I mean, you could throw him around, you can get away easier. So I think I would have to give the edge to Bulletproof there, even though I do love Rexplode. I think it'd be Bulletproof.
Yeah, I think so too. It's tough because he literally could just fly Rex into space and he's dead.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that's just exactly how it would happen. So I think that's how it would go. So I think Bulletproof, who is a good character too, would probably take the edge there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Love my boy Rexplode though. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. And then the last one I have, which I don't think happened, but would be someone we talked about, or I talked about being one of the favorites, is Battle Beast.
Yep.
Versus Conquest.
This would be so tough. This is a good one to end on.
Yeah.
It's a really good one to end on.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to go with Conquest here as much as I love Battle Beast. Yeah. Conquest is just a demon, man.
Yeah, he is. It definitely would be like a never-ending fight. It'd be a long fight.
It would be a long fight.
Yeah, because I mean,
be a long fight.
Battle Beast welcomes the pain, and he loves this. Like it really gets him going. But I mean, Conquest is also
like
huge.
Battle Beast might literally like chop off like Conquest's leg with his like he might rip it off with his like he might bite it off.
Yeah,
but like Conquest still might come out there on top.
Yeah, he really might. Like, I mean, yeah, you saw Mark giving it all he got, like biting fingers, biting shoulders. Like, that would be a good fight. This would be, out of all the ones we named, I think would be the longest fight for sure.
I think so. Definitely would be the longest one. Yeah. And honestly, the most interesting, and what sucks is we might never get that. Unless they bring back Conquest like in some insane way.
Dude, they hinted at it at the end of that episode, and if they still pump fake and then not pump fake and actually do it.
That pump fake was crazy though.
It really was. It was funny because I literally sat there like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, no way. But I'm hoping that he doesn't come back because, I mean, he's tough.
Too.
The only way they would now have to kill him is you have to rip him in half. And even then, I don't even know if that would work.
Yeah, no. You would have to separate his head from his body. Like bring it to like literally another galaxy, please.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's funny, you know what's funny though, is just the last thing I'll talk about is in the season where it's revealed that Conquest is like still alive. Like, what's his face kept him alive?
After season 3.
Yeah, from the GDA. What's his name?
Cecil.
You find out Cecil and Donald see him alive. Yep. I literally thought they disconnected his head from his body and kept him alive in a chamber.
They should have just done that.
I thought that's what they did. So I was like, oh, so he's not a threat. Like, why are they so scared? He's just a head. He'll talk. Maybe he'll give them answers. And when I saw him fly away, I went, oh, it was his whole body in there. Yikes. Like, I saw where the problem was. So
they just put him under, like, 10 million pound, like, tons. They thought that was gonna be enough.
Yeah, I that was just a crazy. Honestly, when Mark finds out, if he finds out that Cecil did that, Cecil might be in trouble.
He's gonna know it was Cecil, man. He's gonna know.
Probably.
He's gonna fucking. I've been seeing memes like on TikTok, and it, like, there was this like one Lego form, and it was like Cecil like hanging out in his office, and he got a knock on his door, and it's like Mark, and he goes, Mark, oh my god, so good to see you.
Yeah.
And he's like, we got to talk.
That's funny. Yeah. This is crazy, but yeah, can't wait to see how this season ends. The war. I mean, there's so many different ways. Daredevil, The Boys. I'm going to start soon. I mean, like we keep saying, we're feasting right now.
Yeah, we're feasting.
That's why these episodes keep getting longer and longer because there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. But
it was a good episode today, man.
It really was. It really was. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening and supporting on all different social media platforms. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with another episode in a couple weeks.
Yeah, let us know what if scenarios you guys would want to see. And go watch, go listen, go watch everything we talked about. Go listen to Harry Styles. Go listen to Ella Langley.
Yes.
Go listen, pop culture, baby. Let's go.
Retweet.
Retweet.
Terrible way to end the episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.